So this is an update to the SNAP curfew ordinance that's currently being viewed by the City Council of Chicago. And when I posted the first segment of it a week or so ago, I was not aware that Chicago already has firmly in place current curfew regulations geared towards youths between 12 from 12 to 17 for weekdays, not after 10 p.m. and on weekends, not after 11 p.m. unless they're accompanied by an adult 18 or older. So I thought that on the 20th, that would be the final vote, but the 20th was not the final vote. That turned out to just be uh, to that was just a way to extend the vote of the ordinance until June. So it's not till June that they're going to do the final vote to determine if they will allow the police to be the ones to determine when a curfew should be imposed. And the curfews are to last for 3 hours, and the curfews can be called within 30 minutes with 30-minute notice. That's it. Of course, the mayor is kind of straddling the fence on it. The mayor of Chicago is straddling the fence, and he seems to think he calls it unconstitutional. So he's worried about the constitutionality of it all. But after all he's done, he's worried about something being unconstitutional. So make no mistake, this SNAP curfew proposal is to control the movement of young Black people. They're saying that it's being done to curb what they call teen takeovers. And Memorial Day is what, 2 weeks away? Less than that. And they're not even going to have a final vote before that time. So, what's going to happen between now and June? Of course, that's left to be seen. But it stands to reason that you would think of it as unconstitutional because, they can be called at any time. And who decides when a curfew will be called? And it's kind of like it reminds me of the Minority Report, where they go in and get people before something criminal is about to happen. If they think that something is going to happen, if they can go in and put a curfew. That's what it seems like to me. So yes, it's unconstitutional. So this gives the police more power. And if you haven't read any of the newly signed EOs that have gone into the effect, basically police officers can do whatever it is they want to do without repercussions. That's what it seems like to me. And I've read them. So in addition to the laws that they already have in place, they want to add this SNAP benefit. I mean, SNAP benefit. They want to add the SNAP curfew, which just makes it more difficult to get out of a situation. What does it? The curfew only apply to people between the ages of 12 and 17, or is it anybody who's caught up in a curfew zone when the curfew goes down? So it seems very unconstitutional, and it seems, you know, unfair. It's just not right. And to me, it's the closest thing to slavery's um, Slave Pass Law Act that was in effect in the U.S. during slavery. It's a way to control people. It can't be more than a couple of Black people standing around in any given situation. And how do you prevent, how do you feel like you can ascertain when a teen takeover will happen? It's like they're anticipating teen takeovers if there's a large um, congregation of young Black people in any one place. Then they're talking about Black people. They're not talking about anybody else. So we should be clear about that. With all the festivals going on in Chicago, Lots of there's lots of parks, lots of festivals, street parties, you name it. So yeah, say what you will, think what you want, but this is me having my say about the snap curfew ordinance in Chicago. Peace out.